Hello, and to ground us in this space, we're going to take a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again. That's it. So our breath session this morning will last about 35 minutes. And at the end of that, we'll have a 10-minute integration. But at the beginning now, as I talk you through the framework, it will take about 10 minutes to just take you through that this morning. So I'm Jeanette Smith, and I came to breathwork about 18 months ago. I had done an awful lot of work with tapping, hypnosis, heart math, quantum flow movement, and I'd done a huge amount of healing, but I still felt that there was more to do. And somehow or other, I discovered alchemy of breath. I think it may have been a summit, I'm not really sure. And I made Sundays my ritual, my time where I would breathe in the morning and I would try again in the afternoon, but always most certainly in the morning. And I found gradually that, I don't know, I started to heal and find parts of me that I hadn't really been particularly aware of pre that. And I think one of the big discoveries really through the breath work and working on my shadow part inner child was that I'd never grieved the loss of my mother when I was 2 years old. And I guess you just show up every day as a little one, don't you? And you carry on showing up through life. And although I had been asked in the past, you know, did I feel I held any grief around that? And I would have said to you, no, I didn't. But I think the breath work and the many layers that it finally allowed me to reach that part and grieve the loss of my mother when I was 2 years old. And I think also with the conscious connected breath side, you know, up until then I felt like I just had to be very strong. And the breath has allowed me to be much more vulnerable and show my true self and start to bring fun and more into my life. So this morning in our session, we're going to be doing the conscious connected breath, and it goes a little bit like this. We breathe in and we let go, which is very much a passive breath. So it's and the mouth can become dry when you do this, so you can either swallow or you can tuck your tongue behind your top teeth of your mouth, which will then bring moisture into that area. When you are doing the breathing, you may want to move, you may want to make sounds, you may yawn. I'm a big yawner myself. But whatever you do, always come back to the breath and come back to the body. Because that is the intention for us during the session. And the breath will also stimulate the nervous system. And the following can happen with the change of oxygen and pH, that we may experience tingling or cramping in our hands. We may get cramping in our feet. Some people maybe actually get it in their face, so you can just move your hands on your face. And if you get that, you can slow your breath right down or come back to the nose breath, whichever you feel is more comfortable for you. And during the breath work as well, the brain shifts from alpha beta waves to the slower alpha theta states, which promotes that really deep relaxation and focus. But remember, you're totally in control of your breath, so you can speed up, you can slow down, come back to the nose. And the contraindications, so please do not breathe through the mouth if you have any of these, just stay with the nose. And that's detached retina, glaucoma, diagnosed brain or abdomen aneurysms, diagnosed bipolar, schizophrenia, any disease, heart conditions, epilepsy, high blood pressure, delicate pregnancy, maybe first or third trimester, any recent surgery, uncontrolled diabetes or thyroid conditions. And likewise, if you've got any other medical conditions, please do seek medical advice. You are welcome to stay, and as I say, breathe through the nose, but not through the mouth, without consulting any further medical support. So we find our comfortable place, and that may be sitting up or lying down. If it's lying down, recommend you that you try and lay as flat as possible. You might want to put a cushion under your legs, but please keep the airways clear so that you have nothing inhibiting the breath. And if you're sitting up, perhaps on a sofa or chair, that you've got support for your head. Make sure you've got blankets or layers, because you can run cold. I'm certainly a cold person. And you also may need a drink of water throughout the session, as I said, because the mouth can become dry. And I know some of you here today will be seasoned breathers, but also there will be new breathers. And so I'd just like to remind you how the conscious connected breath works. So we breathe in and out.